I promise that you won't want to miss this opportunity. One lucky winner will win the opportunity of a lifetime, including an all-inclusive trip to the Rejuvenator headquarters to meet the entire Rejuvenator team. Plus, you'll get to go home with a one-of-a-kind custom designed by you. On top of all that, you'll also win a ton of Rejuvenator products, from luggage to display cases and so much more. It gets better. You'll also get thousands of dollars in gift cards to our secret boutique Many Rolls and Guest List AZ. Entering is easy. Head over to rejuvenator.com and gain 1 entry for every dollar you spend. Good luck, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you soon. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be working on the original 1997 Flu Game Jordan 12s. The retros don't compare, they're simply overpriced and the materials are not the same. If you go on eBay, you can find these 97 Jordan 12s for a lot cheaper and in brand new condition. However, there's a trade-off. They're always falling apart and the tabs need to be replaced. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to fix that. Let's get started. First things first, we got to finish taking the shoe apart. The soles are off, but we still got to take care of the midsoles. In this front area, it's already coming undone, but we got to be careful with this back piece. It's separating, but we got to apply a little bit of pressure. So far so good. We got the midsoles off the uppers. On the insides of the midsoles, we have these broken down old air units. At one point, they did provide comfort and it did have air, but time has passed by, they've deteriorated. We got to replace those, they don't work anymore. We're going to peel them off and replace them later. Now we're onto the broken down tabs. As you can see, they're pretty cracked. I could go ahead and just remove them. However, a big chunk of it is stitched on. So with an X-Acto knife, we're gonna remove it. I went ahead and covered up the majority of the X-Acto knife with some tape, just so I don't create any accidental slices on the upper. Tabs are off. Now our next focus is the soles and the midsoles. First, we gotta do some prep work. We gotta remove all the old glue from the top and bottom portion of the midsole and the sole. We'll be using acetone and cotton balls. All the old glue is off the carbon fiber and the rest of the sole. Let's keep it moving. Next, we gotta replace the old broken down air units. For this, I like to use EVA foam. It's easy to work with. You can shape it to whatever shape I need it. It's comfortable and it's gonna last. It's not gonna fall apart in the future. First, we're gonna use some tape to create our pattern. I'm gonna lay it down all in the inside where the old air unit was. Then I'm gonna take it out, place it on the EVA foam, trace it, then cut it out with an X-Acto knife. These are perfect. Now we gotta stick them together. First, using some Bark Super Stick, we'll apply it to the foam and the midsoles, wait about 20 minutes, and then we'll stick it all together. EVA foam is nicely installed. When it comes to the original 97 Jordan 12, I highly recommend using a 5mm EVA foam. It's the perfect fit. I barely have to do any dremeling. The only part I have to shape up is this little front piece. I'm gonna use an X-Acto knife to chop off the majority. After that, with the Dremel, I'm gonna shape it up nicely. And then after that, I'm gonna finish the job with the Dremel. For this step, I'm gonna go to our next photo studio to create the mess over there. While I'm over there, we gotta take care of the prep work on the uppers. For this one, we're not gonna be using acetone. We gotta use a Dremel. We gotta remove all the old glue and roughen up the leather. We also gotta roughen up the leather where the old tabs were to get it ready for the new tabs. All done with the dremeling step of the uppers. These are almost ready for a reglue. The last step we gotta do is use some acetone and cotton balls to wipe off the glue off this back strap. I didn't use the Dremel on this area because I didn't want it to get all frayed up. We're just gonna give it a nice wipe down and on the bottom board as well. After that, we're gonna focus on the midsoles. I covered up everything but the midsoles just so I don't get any overspray on the areas that I'm gonna glue because that will mess with the glue job. So for this part, we are going to be airbrushing the paint. For the paint mixture, I just added red with a little bit of magenta. We're not going to overdo it with the paint job. All we want to do is add a couple of coats to even out the tone. Repaint is complete. That color looks a lot better and matches the uppers nicely. Now we're going to apply a bunch of glue. We'll apply glue to the soles, both the bottom and top of the midsole, and all around the upper. Glue's been applied to the uppers, midsoles, and soles. We gotta let those cure overnight. Tomorrow morning, we'll stick everything together. But first, let's take care of these replacement back tabs. These are perfect. They're one-to-one replacements for the 97 OGs. These are provided by my good friend, Jay Psychologist. I've known him for over 10 years, and he does great work. If you need anything for Jordan 3s, Jordan 12s, Jordan 4s, hit him up. The tone of red match perfectly on the 97 flu games. They're flexible, they're durable, and it already has stitching. This should be an easy task. All we gotta do now is get them ready for a glue job. First, we're gonna go outside and spray some Bulldog adhesion promoter. We're gonna spray a nice even coat. This is gonna help the glue bond to this material. After that, we'll come right back, apply a nice and even coat of Super Stick, and again, let it dry overnight. Glue's all cured, it's time to start sticking stuff together. First, we're gonna start with the soles, attach them onto the midsoles. I'm gonna get everything lined up and then start with these sides. After that, we'll move on to the back, front, and then do the bottom. Midsoles and soles are attached. Before we can attach those onto the uppers, we gotta do the tabs first. We got everything prepped and glued. Simply what I'm gonna do is line it up, add a little bit of heat, and get it all bonded together. Almost there, you guys. Got the tabs in place. These look really good. Before we can glue on the soles onto the uppers, we gotta apply some more glue. Right now, we gotta apply glue to the tab on the bottom piece. That way it can stick onto the sole. With the heat removable pen, we're gonna line it up, then apply some more glue. All right, glue job is complete. I let them dry overnight. Everything lined up nicely. Again, when it comes to a glue job, you want to use very little heat and take your time. Start at the front, jump to the back, and then do all the sides. Every Reglue is almost the same. You just gotta take your time and do clean prep work. Now for this shoe, we're almost done with the restoration. All we gotta do now is give the shoe a good proper deep clean. The shoe really isn't that dirty. If you look at the soles, there is no grime. The uppers, same thing. However, the shoe is on the older side, and I have been working with the uppers a lot for the last few days. So naturally, there's a lot of oils all around the sneaker. Plus, I want to keep this leather nice and soft. The best way to do that is by using our solution. Our solution contains natural oils, which is good for the leather. It helps to keep it healthy for years to come. We're gonna be using the soft bristle brush to give this shoe a good deep clean in a nice circular motion. First, let's put our solution inside the bowl of water, and after that, let's grab our shoe trees and place them inside the shoes. Alright everybody, that is going to bring us to an end on making these 1997 original flu game Jordan 12s fully wearable again. There was a lot of work that went into this shoe, specifically the prep work. When it comes to glue jobs, the gluing part is easy, it's all in the prep work. We had to remove all the glue from the soles with some acetone and cotton balls. Same thing with the midsoles on the top and bottom. For the uppers, we had to use a Dremel. All of that stuff takes hours. When it comes to glue jobs, I hated doing them because I thought there was a lot of work to it, but in reality, it's just doing the right techniques and having a lot of patience. I could do any reglue now on any shoe. They're all the same techniques. Again, the materials on this shoe are high quality, good thick leather that's nice and soft, and after giving this shoe a proper deep clean using Rejuvenated products, this shoe is good for years to come. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys next Monday. See you guys.